In 1750, the world's population was 700 million. By 1980, the world's population was already 4.5 billion. By 2083, the world's population could reach as high as 10 billion. In Genesis 1:28, Adam was told to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, but also to care for it. I guess we're filling the earth all right. The population has doubled over the past 50 years. Can this growth be sustained? Will food and resource shortages be far off? Many experts have been warning about such shortages. We are always told that we are running out of living space. Is this true, or is this just a farce? It could be all about oligarchy. The biggest danger to humanity is the oligarchical system. Rome was a predominant oligarchy, but it was not the first. Oligarchy divided people into two groups. One group is considered gods, the other group are considered slaves or serfs. It was true in the past and also in the present. The Babylonian Empire conquered a large area in Babylon. In Babylonian folklore, Enlil and Ensi grew tired of the constant noise from humanity. Only Enki took pity on humans and staved off a slaughter. The story ends with Enlil intending to destroy humanity with a flood. The English in 1930 and 1953 was run by the group the Gods of Olympus. This group had a science consultant by the name of Russell. Russell states that war as a means of population control has been a disappointment. If the world would experience a Black Death once in a generation, the survivors could procreate freely uh, uh, throughout the world. Russell was not the first to refer to the war as population control. His other statement that relates to disease to population control is related to the story of Enlil when he unleashed his diseases. In the story of the Trojan War, uh, refers to this war as a means of dealing with an overpopulated planet. Apollo called humanity a pack of miserable mortals. The war was a genocide for both sides. Zeus had one reason for starting the Trojan War. The earth was carrying too many humans. His hope was that the war would empty the world. Euripides stated that the Trojan War happened to decrease the excess population. Apollo came to take Helen away to live with the gods. Apollo tells Menelaus to choose another wife. This one was used by the gods to cause a war between the Greeks and the Trojans. The unsanitary conditions of the Middle Ages, all the way up until the 1900s, was a tool to control the population. The lords and dukes kept clean and told the lower classes not to wash and also to use chamber pots.
Reality, whatever you want to call it, I can't stand it any longer. It's the smell. If there is such a thing, I feel saturated by it. I can taste your stink. Every time I do, I fear that I've somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive, isn't it? I must get out of here. I must get free.
In the essay The Principle of Population, Malthus stated that The children that were born beyond the number required to keep the population at its current level should perish. He also said that recommending the poor to have good hygiene should be frowned upon. Make streets narrower and crowd them into houses and court the return of the plague. Villages should be built near stagnant pools of water and encourage settlements in marshy, unwholesome situations. If believe the world is overpopulated, consider this. Everyone can have a house in Texas. If the land is divided equally, everyone can have their own private townhouse. So, why so much talk about overpopulation? It's the same story as always. A small ruling class don't like the average person. So, the leaders of the oligarchy plan war and disease to kill off